Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to another live stream. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, here on Voice of the Rings. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth, wherever you are. I actually just finished eating my lunch right before stream, so there we go. Alright, you guys should all be able to hear the meat sound. Awesome. We're set and ready to go. How's everyone doing today? Welcome. You're watching this video later or live. Don't forget to like the stream or video later. It'd be great. Appreciate the support. It's amazing. We're gonna be doing some kinship stuff today for our kinship raid day here every other Friday. I think it's always the 2nd and 4th, right? Friday of each month is what I go for. That I will lead us. We're either gonna do some 150 content, or we're also gonna do one epic battle. So we have some lower levels that join us too. But it just depends on who shows up. If we're all 150, we'll do a 150 thing. If we got 1 or 2 people who are lower level, we'll do an epic battle first. Right now, we got all 150s. So, very cool. Alright, so I'm not sure I'm going to play on my Runekeeper or my Lore Master or what we need. It looks like right now we have a tank, we have a damage support character, and then Runekeepers can be damage or healers. So we got pretty much a full setup right now. Pretty much, we got a tank, heals, and damage dealers. Hello, Lord Kev. Welcome to the stream. All right. Well, we are gonna have fun today. My one ear has been driving me crazy the last 3 or 4 days. So if I start messing with this, that's why. But I got some eardrops, so I feel a lot better now today. So anyway, welcome. I just have to, okay, I haven't made my videos yet. No spoilers, okay? But I'm beaming right now because I saw more of the Rohirrim yesterday, the animated movie, and it was insanely good. And I'm ecstatic. All of my worries, I had so many worries of things they would do this or that or the other. All unfounded. Well, they weren't unfounded. There was a lot of things that were pointing to certain things being worrisome. But once I watched it, none of that happened. In fact, it was the opposite. Which, oh my gosh. I had a certain expectation. Mine was a little higher than others. Like, I was hoping it would be decent. Good. That's what I was guessing. So my guess was correct. Which is fun. But irrelevant. It blew my guess out of the water. Oh my gosh, it was so much better. It was a masterpiece. And it's gonna be one of those movies that people watch for 20, 30 years to come, right? It was really well done. Also, something neat right at the end credits. They had a little R.I.P. to Bernard Hill, which was really cool. Just a little side note there. That's not a spoiler of the movie. I just thought that was kind of a neat thing, the little touch that they did there. Welcome everyone. How many we got here right now? All right, there's 10 of us here in the stream. A couple of us online here. All right, yeah, it looks like we got all 150, so I think we're gonna hit up a 150 instance in this stream today for the kinship event. Hello, Angus. Welcome to the stream. No, I would not call it. No, I would not call it a chick flick. In the description of that. So I was corrected. Everything. My guest video aged extremely well, which is very nice. You know, I told you guys if I was totally wrong, I would make a video saying I'm totally wrong about it. But my guesses were pretty solid. I'll say a few things that aren't spoilers, okay? Be very careful how I say it. I don't want to spoil anything. You do see everything like I guessed, just like I said in my guess. You see it through pretty much the eyes of Hera, the daughter, right? Which is kind of made up because she's not really a main character in the story, even though he did have a daughter. But they gave her a name, and they made her kind of it's the way we see everything happen. Yes, Helm is a main character. He is throughout the entire show. So don't worry and think, oh, are they going to have like one little cameo of Helm and then he's out? No, he's through the whole show. The brothers have a far more significant role in the storytelling than I was expecting. I did think they would be in it, but they are there. So that's awesome. And also Freyalof is in the show as well, and he's pretty darn cool too. He does some pretty cool things. But anyway, but mainly the focus of the show is on Helm's family. So Helm his sons, and Hera. Those are like the focal main characters. There's a few other main characters, like side characters that are storytelling, but I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll let you watch it. But yeah, I was just really worried about, and I'm in the description, okay, I was really worried about the term Amerisu, right? Happening where Hera just has unrealistic abilities, I can do everything, right? That was not the case, right? I don't want to give spoilers, but basically there's things that happen that she needs help too, blah, blah, blah. And she clearly doesn't have it all together all the time in the storytelling. Very well done. It's a very realistic feeling character. And I grew up with, let's stop talking about the movie for a second. I grew up with a bunch of friends who were ranchers and horseback packers in the Sierra Nevada mountains. They were like my sisters. The things they could do on horses was insane. So everything to me was very realistic feeling, because I was like, yeah, my friends could do all this, right? They were way better than I could have done. But the thing I really liked too is it was very realistic. Everybody was strong. Everybody was good. Everybody was good at what they did, right? You know, the brothers, Helm, all of them were very good at, fighting and writing and all that stuff. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to give spoilers, but I'm very excited about that. I'll make a video on it in detail with a no spoilers and a spoilers video. But it was really good. So a lot of stuff that we were hearing about, bad ratings, this and that. Again, I warned you guys. I told you, I'm like, I don't know who's making these ratings, but no one's seen it yet, right? So the only thing I could think of is some people maybe aren't into the anime style. That's the only thing I could say. I will tell you, I loved it. I felt like there were certain parts that the anime really made it better than it would have been live action, if that makes sense. Especially when it comes to Helm. So, anyway, that's all I'll say with that. Is it like Succession with Helm as the repute? So, I don't want to give any spoilers, but I will say they do it in a way that, remember, Hera does not, if Hera lives, which I don't think in the books, I don't even want to say the actual lore that Tolkien gives, because it'll spoil it for people who don't even know what it is. Because they follow the lore very well. There's a few changes here and there, but what happens to the characters are throughout the whole show, okay? So, like, again, like, 2/3 of it has, 2/3 or a little more, has all the characters through the whole story. There's a little bit of, ending, like Lord of the Rings movies, right? Little ending parts at the very end. But it's really well done in a way that Freylof does become king, who is the new king line, which Theoden comes from, right? Many years later. Just like that's the original story. That is not a spoiler. That's not even a main part of this show. But that's something we all knew. So they followed the original plot really good. So if you know the original plot, awesome. You don't, I'm not going to say anymore because I don't want to spoil anything. But it's quite well followed. In a way that there were some things in the original story that Tolkien wrote that I was kind of like, how are they going to do that? Right? I was thinking, how are they going to make that like a storytelling moment? Because Tolkien kind of just gives us like, this happened, and then he jumps. This happened, right? Because it's a side story he wrote about, just ideas. And the way they fluidly brought that to fruition as a part in the story was like, oh, that was a good way to do it, right? So that like tying in the story plots that in between. Oh, just a reference to the voice actor. I see, John. Okay. So anyway, you guys have a blast. I'm gonna see it again on Monday with a bunch of friends. So hopefully they enjoy it too. But my mom really liked it. Throwing that out there too. My mom is someone who really doesn't like the unrealistic female character, which I know a lot of my viewers have said that too. Girls alike watch my channel. In it, and she loved it. She said that was so good. It was just like Hera's a very lovable character, right? In as you follow along, she's respectful to others. Yeah, she's strong, willed, as in she is very outgoing in her own self, which again is a lot like my friends I grew up with, where just you go and writing and all this stuff. But she's very respectful still, which I really enjoyed. It was very well done. So, and I will say, without spoiling, that she is saved several times. So it's not like, oh, she gets out everything with her own power. No, she's saved several times. So, you know, realistic. It's realistic. She's the princess. She's going to be protected, right? All right. Anyway, I won't say any more than that. I don't want to. I'm going to say spoilers. I know it. So I'm going to stop right there. Let's start our kinship event here. So who do we have on today here? How are we doing this? We have 5. So we have a group. I'm going to meet you guys over at Bree. But yeah, I'm also, I don't know if you noticed, I got a little Helm Hammerhand plushie right here. And there's Hera sitting next to that other plushie, Hobbit one. I also did get some items I'm going to review for you guys. All right, let's see here. South Bree. I love that Thorin's Hall music. So yeah, I'm really happy about all that though. I'm beaming because I'm just like, it's like a stress off my shoulders, right? Because I was like, I can't take another another one where I'm like picking to find the good things and, you know, picking through the things that I disagree with or whatever. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Very fun. Do you guys want me to be on my Runekeeper or my Lore Master? Like, I'd assume that either Mr. Hammer is healing or Emily, but I could definitely be in my Runekeeper. Yeah, we should definitely hit up. We're gonna do a 150 thing tonight because we're missing one person though to have a 6-man. I wonder if we can grab a 6-man if anyone's online. Is Woozle online? This guy's online. Ooh, U-Shelf. I could ask him. Oh, Belle is deciding Mariner or Lore Master too. Let me ask someone real quick here. All right, there we go. We'll wait a second here. All right, so yeah, okay. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Throw a like on there if you didn't already like it. Yes, okay, so Warner Brothers, and here's what I'd like to point out, another thing, without spoilers. They did a very good job of making it feel connected to the Peter Jackson and the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and, like, you know, that it feels like it's the history behind, but they didn't overplay that hand, okay? They didn't pull at our nostalgia to make it good. Does that make sense? I really appreciate that. It was good standalone by itself. So if someone watched this movie by itself without knowing the Lord of the Rings trilogy, they would probably like it. Now, again, there are things that are that every person is. There's always going to be some people who don't like something, right? That's just how life is. But I think the majority of people are going to really enjoy it. Some people really don't like anime, that might be a turnoff for some people. But I really implore you, if you don't like anime, just try it for Lord of the Rings' sake. I think you're gonna like it. It's really good. All right. I asked someone. He said he's in the middle of something right now. We asked the world chat and see if we can get somebody else. Let's see here. Let's start the group up here real fast. All right, there we go. Oh, we got someone getting online. Is Freya? Is this person going to join us? Because we could run an epic battle. Dance. Hello, Elbin. No, it's not, Elvin. No, it's not. Also, there is some hilarious... Okay, I know some people like Rings of Power, especially some of my viewers. I get it. I have some good friends that really like the show. I like parts of it, but a lot of it I was critical of, right? You know me, though. I'm glass half full kind of guy. I'm more on the positive side of things. But a lot of stuff I was disappointed on because I wish that they'd been more followed the original plots and then mixed it in. Which, again, it's almost like a... I almost want to make a video about the differences of, like, what they did in the War of the Rohirrim, this is what you should do, and, like, what Amazon did and what I think they shouldn't do in an adaptation, right? You follow the main story, and anything you have gaps on, that's where you make stuff up, right, to connect it, which is what War of the Rohirrim did. Also, there's some funny contrasts between Galadriel and Amazon's show and the War of the Rohirrim, Hera as being like a flip coin. Like, there's one part where Hera is, you've seen it in the commercial already, but she's climbing an ice cliff, and it looks an awful like when Rings of Power season 1 in Amazon, she's climbing the ice cliff. I feel like the Hera one is very more realistic in what happens. Compared to what happens in the Rings of Power when Galadriel like sticks her knife in the ice to hold it, which yeah might work, but that's anyway, I'm not gonna go there. But anyway, it's some funny. I think War of the Rohirrim, I think they might have done some jabs to, like, Warner Brothers in competition with Amazon, be like, hey, you know, kind of thing. With that, so I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, it was really fun. War of the Rohirrim was really good. I'm sure when I watch it 3 and 4 times, there are 1 or 2 things I could pick apart. Like, there's one word at the beginning on something. By the way, it was great to have Awen, the original actress, she narrated the story. That was a really cool touch. I really liked that. She did a great job. There's one word she says that I didn't really quite like the choice of word, but when you watch the whole show, it doesn't really, there's a reason why she said it, and I was like, oh, okay. I assumed what she meant when she said it. That was the only thing out of the whole show that really, like... And then there's, like, one other spot I remember that, like, I was picking it apart. I was so happy after I was just grinning on the way home driving. I was like, that was so good. And, like, it was one of those shows that's, like, keeps going through your head for hours and hours. It was so good. But I was, like, going, well, if I'm going to be, like, negative Nancy here, what are the 2 or 3 things I'd pick apart? And I found, like, 1 or 2, like, 2-second things, right? And there's, like, one thing where someone jumps down. It's not actually even Hera, it's someone else. And I was like, I don't know if that's realistic, if they could have made that jump. But that was like the only, that's pretty good, right? The whole show. But again, I will have videos talking about what I liked later that are spoiler videos, and like maybe what I maybe would have critiqued on, or what I would have maybe didn't like this part, you know, things like that. But it was really good. It was an easy 9 out of 10 for me. I'd almost say a 10 out of 10, but I'd have to watch it a few more times to be sure on that. For myself. It's going to be different for every person. Obviously. I mean, I might really like it, and some of you might not really totally like it that much. Or maybe you like partially like it, right? Still going to happen. Yeah, I think maybe we should try... What if we do a tier 1 thing at 150? They did respond. Alright. She did. Okay. Dance would like to... I do not see any... okay, not today. Okay. Well, let's just run... Can we do, like, something tier 1 with a 5-man? Can we try the dragon tier 1? Is that... I think it's possible with this group. Let's do it. Oh, Woozle came on. Woozle! Woozle just came online. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna message him. Or is he in chat? That'd be fun if Woozle can. If he's busy, that's just fine though, of course. Alright. Anyway, let me catch up what everyone's saying here. Philibi is responsible for everything. Oh. Is it? I don't know that, Salty. I'm not sure. All I can tell you is this one was done pretty darn well. Yeah, I mean, that's true, Elf friend. They did have that right. Yes, they did. That is absolutely true. Hello, Emily. when I was playing 12 hours. There's also 5 people online. That's true, Elvin. That is true. There was a little bit of what is it, like posturing happening, right, between the upper company echelon. There was definitely something there that happened. It wasn't super public, but everyone kind of knew. I'm gonna see. Woozle's talking to me right now, guys. I want to see if he's busy. There definitely was. So I'd be funny if there was some little gesturing stabs. Woozle said he can join us, guys. We got a full group. Yay! Where do we lost someone? Oh, Belle got another character. I see. Got it. All right. Welcome, Woozle, to the hero! Yay! The movie's long. Okay, I gotta warn you guys right now on the World of Rohirrim. Do not drink a bunch of liquid before you watch that show. It's like 2 hours and 25 minutes. And then, yeah, commercials on. We're well over 3 hours. So, am I glad it was that long? Yes. Because it kind of feels like they do a really good job of feeling like there's like 3 segments to the story. There's kind of like the intro story, then there's kind of the middle main story plot, and there's kind of like the ending stories, right? Very well done when it comes to a writing perspective. It felt like that. I always talk about this in writing. I mean, I'm a fan of Tolkien. You can see some of the best writing in Tolkien, right? You kind of have a beginning, a middle, and end. Granted, there's more complexity than that, but that's usually how you write a story. World of Rohirrim did a very good job with that too. But it did feel a wee bit long because I drank too much tea. But I don't think, I'm only criticizing that because it was painful. I was fine. But, yeah, I was like, oops, I did a no-no. And then I was like, after that, I was like, all right, here we go to the restroom, woohoo! Don't worry, guys. Everything was fine. There was no accidents. But I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to make you guys laugh. But, yeah, don't drink too much soda or tea or anything before you watch it. If you bring it in. Be very sparing. It's pretty long. The average, you know, it's kind of commercials, but, you know, it's like the previews to other movies, Mr. Hammer, is what I'm talking about. You know, they do like 15, 20 minutes of that. And you get there early, then there are, like, things they run that are like commercials. It was supposed to be only 90 minutes. Wait, really? Oh, that would have not worked. Storytelling wise, that would have been a kind of a lame movie. I'm glad they didn't make it only 90 minutes. Yeah, that would have been too short. I think 2 hours they could have done it. Maybe 2 hours. They could have broken it down, maybe, but it's really well done. So I'm always someone who'd rather have more than less, because, like, you know, later if you're watching it on a show, you can fast forward something if you're bored with something. But I was never bored. The whole time I was grinning, and I definitely teared up like 2 or 3 times, and I don't do that. But it was just very emotional because anime is really good at doing emotions and also knowing the story. Yeah. All right, someone is Woozle's switching characters. He's probably gonna have to message me. Mr. Hammer, yes, I'm reading. Yes, we should do the 6-person seasonal. In fact, Mr. Hammer, why don't I give you leadership and you can turn on. I'll give you lead. Why don't you set it up and then we'll run it. Also, am I I'm in DBS right now. All right, I see. All right. All right, sweet. We are set. Here we go, team. Thank you for listening to my little spiel. Sorry that I went like 20 minutes on that, but I was really excited about it. So, just want to tell you guys. I will probably sometime after the stream, I'll probably make a little video about my thoughts on it a little more that I'll put out for tomorrow. And just so you guys know, I'm just gonna do the stream tonight, but John Hammer and Bell will be leading another event tomorrow night, Saturday still. So be there in game if you want to be there. That's right before a big day for me on Sunday. I have a big choir performance, and then I'm going somewhere else after that. So I'm gonna have to get some stuff ready tomorrow. But I'll have some videos for you. I'll have a video for you. Lord Kev, a wee bit long. I see what you did there. Yeah, exactly, Elba. I almost fell asleep through the Desolation Smog. Yeah, there's a few spots on Desolation Smog. Oh, here we go. Oh no, we lost the Emily. Yeah, we lost Emily. Let's wait a second. All right. So welcome to the seasonal event instance. We're getting close to Christmas time. All right, no worries. We'll have the Yule Festival, I believe, has already started in Lord of the Rings Online. I released an update video on update 42.2 today, if you want to see that later, for LOTRO. It is called Return to Moria, which, yes, is very confusing, since we covered the game Return to Moria here on this channel. And now, you know. But again, LOTRO called it Return to Moria back in the day, too, so. That was like 50 years ago, but now the Legendary server is at Moria, so that's why they're calling it that. So don't get confused. That's why one of my update video I put Princess LOTRO in LOTRO, because I didn't want people to go like, ooh, update for Return to Moria. Wait, this isn't Return to Moria. The Return to Moria, by the way, right now is free on Epic Games for the next week. Get it. Just even if you're not playing it right now, just get it on your Epic Games account. It is worth it. It's free right now. So, if you already even have it on Steam, you could also get it on Epic Games. If you wanted to. You would have it in 2 places. Alright, Emily is here. Let's turn down that music a bit, shall we? Just like a horn tooting. Alright, so let's do this. Alright. Let's do this. If you secure all the fortresses, I will give you an extra reward. What do you say? Yes, we would like to secure all the fortresses. My keep is to guard the Forsaken Fortress. Alright. So we have a choices. I just chose the first one. Forsaken Fortress it is. Alright, let's do it. Follow Kren! And then I started blasting. Ooh, that's loud. Nice. Oh. Lightning bolt! Oh, what? Where'd my lightning bolt animation go? Alright. I'm gonna turn it down on my end. It's not too loud for you guys, right? You good? I turned on my filter for the in-game combat sounds, so tell me if it's too loud. It shouldn't be. Ooh, what a crit. 244,000 damage, baby. I could barely hear it. All right, you can barely hear it. My voice is fine, though. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Do you guys want me to turn it up? It just can get very loud, very fast. All right. All that tooting was Aragorn after eating Awen's stew. It wasn't a horn at all. Oh no. Oh no. It's terrible. Alright. So by the way, guys, we're by, I think it's Winter Bluff, right? Frostbluff, excuse me. Winter Home. I mixed it. I put winter with bluff, Winter Bluff, but it's actually Frostbluff and Winter Home is the town. I literally mixed a location and the town name. That was impressive. How did I do that? Oh, man. I think one of the biggest things before the Rohirrim came out that I was anticipating about was the fact that Nerd of the Rings got to see it early. Now, I already had guessed I thought it would be decent, but I wasn't sure how good, right? But Nerd of the Rings got to see it a little early, and he said, "Oh, it's really good." And I knew that if it wasn't, obviously Nerd of the Rings wouldn't have said that. so that gave me hope. And then it is the case. It was definitely I clearly of course believed Nerd of the Rings, but I still wanted to see it for myself because I thought maybe I would think, differently on something, And we all have different opinions, but usually I have pretty similar thoughts on things to what Nerd of the Rings does. I actually kind of like, it's actually kind of uncanny sometimes. we haven't even talked, and we'll both give an opinion on something, and it'll be really similar. But we just both want things to be faithful adaptations to Lord of the Rings. That's the big one. Zap, zap, zap. Oh, 200,000 damage. Take that, you scary Grim. Whenever I hear Grim, I just think of the Harry Potter one where Sirius Black is like the Grim, and they're just like, it's the Grim. And then, what Trelawney, right? She's like, you have the Grim icon. And then they like do all that music. You know what I'm talking about, right? You guys all remember that part of the Harry Potter? How many of you guys like watch Harry Potter for around Christmas time? I watch like The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter. Those are like my go-to movies. Obviously, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and all those classic ones are amazing too. But, all right. Zap! Ooh, 100. Something I didn't realize, I knew in the past, but I didn't realize recently playing my Runekeeper, is that I forgot that if you crit, your Epic Conclusion cooldown is half the time. And I realized that the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot about that. Dead. Disintegrated by my lightning bolt. There's a frost worm up there. Gosh, I really love playing Lightning Runekeeper. It's probably one of my favorite things, besides dropping Lightning Storm on my Lore Master. It's just, I don't know, watching things explode is really fun. Though, I wanted to ask again, though, guys, is it too quiet, the sound effects in the game? It looks like it's a little quiet, but, like, just under my voice. So, like, I don't want it to be blasting your eardrums. No, she was, I gotta say it, Salty. She was definitely not a Mary Sue. She's the complete opposite. I have to disagree. That's what I was worried about. I was worried she was gonna be a Mary Sue. And she was not a Mary Sue. A Mary Sue is, just so we know that we're all on the same page with the definition, is someone who's like, she can just do everything. She never needs to be saved. She can get out of every scenario herself, right? Or he. It could be a he too, by the way. But usually it's more towards a female character is what the dictionary says. But it's like, oh, I can do everything better than everyone else. I'm the one that can do all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. That's clearly not the case. So without throwing spoilers, she gets saved over and over in the movie. All right? So that right there disqualifies her from being a Mary Sue. It's just in the definition of the dictionary. But she's also, usually they're like stuck up. They think they know everything. They're not respectful to anyone, right? That kind of thing too. That is also not the case on her. So she's definitely not that. I was relieved because I thought for sure she was going to be that from how it looked from some of the ads. So I think some people are kind of looking for that because I'm not implying that to you, Salty, but I'm just saying in general. I don't know if that's your opinion. By the way, your opinion is your opinion, and you are welcome to have it. And I like diverse thought and opinion on my channel, so you're absolutely welcome to have that opinion. I don't want to like be mean towards you. That's not my goal. I'm just telling other people that I do not see that at all from what the definition of that is. Because that was one of my biggest fears going into the movie. I also thought it was going to be just completely about Hera only. I thought they were going to make Helm a much lesser character, and they didn't do that. He's through the whole movie. Which also made me happy. Thanks, Salty. Salty, you were anything but mean. Okay, I gotta tell you a story now of this, okay? And Salty, I don't know if you heard what I said at the beginning of the stream, but I felt like, too, with like, when it comes to, I guess it's your definition of girl boss, right? If you're saying like someone who could just really like hold her own and things like that, or if it's more the negative term, right? But I was saying at the beginning of the stream that, I had a lot of friends growing up who rode horses and had a pack station. They lived up in like pretty crazy conditions. Things like the 1800s, okay? They lived in these old cabins built in the, and they were like, I grew up with them. They were like my sisters, right? I still talk with them online and stuff a lot. But they did stuff that was insane. Like, so like everything that they did, like everything you saw Hera do in the show, without saying spoilers for anyone, my friends could do. They could do all that. That was all plausible. They could do all that. All right, that's all realistic. So I never, there's one thing I saw with a certain jump that I was like, that's the only thing in the whole movie that I was like, I don't know about that. That seems a little physics. I don't know about the physics with that. But, again, I'll make a video about this later too, so I don't throw out a spoiler by mistake. But, yeah, so that was, Hera just kept reminding me pretty much of my own sister, and then basically my sisters who lived up in the mountains. I appreciate that though, Salty. Comment. You're anything but mean. I was gonna say my other story. I was gonna say is I was working at a job a few years back when I worked at it's actually a Chick-fil-A, and this is longer than a few years now because I worked at Barnes Noble after that. But I felt kind of frustrated at something my manager had said or something, and it wasn't anything bad, but I was just kind of like, I kind of said something back, and I felt like it maybe was a little bit rude, so I told him like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get angry about that, like a minute later, and he goes, you were angry? He goes, oh, no, you're fine, I thought that was a normal response. And we both started laughing. So, yeah, story of my life. So, does Zollin get angry? Yes, I have gotten angry in the past, but it takes a lot. And usually it's more, I try to make it an anger that's not hateful, right? Like, the goal, usually it's like, the best of my ability. I'm human, I'm a sin, everyone sins. So it's like, I do my best. I appreciate that, though. There are definitely times that everyone's going to get angry. And really, you know, it's kind of healthy emotionally. You should have emotions, right? But unlimited chicken sandwiches, yum, Kevin says. Yes. Well, mine didn't give unlimited chicken sandwiches where I worked. But I know some of them do that. Mine had just started. I actually was one of their first cooks when the building opened. Yes. We should try tier 2. I would guess Runekeeper. That probably. I think we should do it. You guys want to see tier 2? I'm gonna have to get a little. I'll have to focus a lot harder. Tariel, yeah. Okay, so yes, I agree, Salty. So Tariel, as much as her character was like, without her being all like, oh, why does it hurt? Besides that part, her character was fine, the actress, but she didn't need to be there. Yeah, it was like, yeah. The love triangle thing is probably one of my most pet peeve annoyances in The Hobbit. I'm a big fan of the Hobbit series, but I did not like the love triangle. And even when I got older, once I was out of high school, I still didn't like it. I'm like, this is so weird. And then she's like, but then we did get some great memes. She's like, why does it hurt so much? Because it was real. Oh my gosh. I tried not to start laughing really hard. Gosh, so corny, man. Oh my gosh. I don't think there were any moments like that in War of the Rohirrim. Salty, did you see War of the Rohirrim yet? I'm just curious if you've seen it yet. Okay, so we only have 5 now. Okay, all right. That's all right. I have to go to dinner? Okay. Well... All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for getting on. Appreciate it. That's no worries. We can do a we can try to run maybe a 3-man or something, but thank you, Kren, for being on. Appreciate it. That's true. Like, yeah, the Mongols were pretty insane with their horse armies. Their horse archers were also like crazy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Tolkien definitely got inspiration from a bunch of different backgrounds for the Rohirrim. The Rohirrim are definitely obviously based on more as their look and aesthetic appearance. It's more Norse, right? Or like maybe English, but it's really more like Norse, right? You know, bright red hair, very light skin, all that kind of stuff. Yes, by the way, they kept all that correct in the storytelling too, which was, I appreciate. You know, whatever the author said is how something should look, right? So that was very good too. But yeah, they did some pretty credible things. Yeah, Salty. The love triangle was lame. The character was fine. Exactly. Yeah. That's like, I really wish she would have just been like a friend to Legolas. Wouldn't it have been better if she was just like, maybe she liked Legolas a little bit, but like she was just his friend, right? And it wasn't a love triangle where she started liking some random dwarf. It's not a random dwarf, but you know what I mean. To her, it would be a random dwarf. I don't think we... we can try. I don't know. I don't know. We can just try tier 1 at 4-man and see if we can do it. 4-man it. That would be a fun challenge. No worries, Bell. No rush. Yeah, it's funny too because we will. I wonder if we're gonna see Orlando Bloom in The Hunt for Gollum because he should be in that movie for Legolas because Legolas is in the original story. Tolkien writes he helps hold Gollum, him and his father, in the and then he's the one that goes to tell the Rivendell, right? That's why he goes to Rivendell, that Gollum got away, right, in the original books. Ooh, what are we doing here? Ooh. You want me healing or yeah. We can it might be a little bit challenging with a his AoE I'm a little bit worried about. I don't want to be too close. I mean, do I need to be on my tank? Okay. DPS it is. Let's do it. We'll find out. We got, we could use the Lore Master pets if someone wants to go blue Lore Master. Alright, wish us luck. We three that remain cannot control the Akara and all the bloods of Zarun. The Alliance must be preserved. Gather your people and descend into Helegrod at once. The dwarf city does not belong to Storfon, little man. If it did, perhaps then I would care for its troubles. You are garbed in the riches of Angmar, and still you dare to demand more, giant? They are here, so be it. Protect me from the invaders, and Helegrod will be yours. They will not lay a hand on you, little one. Too funny, man. All right, here we go. All right, guys. Yeah, we might need a... We're gonna definitely need a... Probably should have... yeah, yeah. I mean, Mr. Hammer was doing a good job. The problem is we're down 2 people, so... You have to taunt within 5 seconds, or he won't keep aggro on you. I can just get on Zollin real quick. Why don't I yeah, let's try it let's try it tier 1. Yeah, let's try tier 1. I think we could do that with tier 1. Like with the same group of people we have and classes. The Yule back? Yes, the Yule is back. Salty, if I was in Disco with you, I could convince you. You did see it. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you saw it, Salty. I appreciate you have an opinion after you saw it. I do appreciate that. I can't tell you how many people with different things I've been watching, and it's like, they're like, I have this opinion. I'm like, have you seen it? And they're like, I'm like, So I appreciate your opinion even more now that you've seen it, Salty. I appreciate anyone's allowed to have an opinion, even if you haven't seen something, of course, right? Freedom of speech. But my point is, though, you know what I'm saying. Salty knows what I'm saying. You get it. Hello, Emily. I hope you're having a nice dinner. You're welcome to watch us, but don't ruin your dinner with your family. If you can't, that's just fine. Alright, I'm going to get the revive thing here on Mr. Hammer. Oh. I'm having lag. Major. I'm lag. Okay, there we go. That was weird. That was a weird lag spike. Oh, good. So I'm so glad. That's great to hear, Salty. Yeah. No, I understand. I totally get it. I think, too, that maybe some things, right, that Hera did, I probably liked more because I have some friends, again, that are like family who can do those type of things. That is very unusual. I think one thing that, usually, even for some guys, right, but even for girls, some of these like ridiculous, super athletic things are like maybe like unrealistic, right? Normally from like the majority of people. It doesn't mean there's not some special occasions, right? That happens. There he goes. Bye. Lightning bolts. Yeah, the artwork was amazing. The music was also amazing. That was one thing me and my mom were talking about after, because we went to dinner after, and she was saying that the music was just absolutely awesome throughout the whole thing. And that's one thing that we were talking about, like if we're comparing it to like the Amazon series. The music in the Amazon series is fine, but it doesn't feel like sometimes it's at the right time, you know? All right, we're doing it. We're fighting a bunch of giants. Speaking of feeling maybe not quite as realistic. I mean, to be fair, we're shooting lightning bolts, so. What's that guy think he's doing over there? I'm gonna keep shocking him until he dies. Die! Fear my shocking power! Oh man, this is kind of a serious fight. I kind of wish I could see above me better. They're all so big. Wonder if I could just kill this guy over here that's just infinitely. Should just be killing the boss, though. We should be able to win if we could just kill the boss here. I'm about to hit him with the epic conclusion! Boom! Got him! Got him! Yay! Nice. See, Mr. Hammer can tank and heal. OP. That's all you need is a Bjorning. At least for tier 1, right? Yay, we got festival tokens. Woo! I got a bracer. Ooh, wait a second. How good is this thing? It's better at the level up one, isn't it? Oh, incoming healing. 5,000 max morale. It's kind of a cool, that's a cool item. That actually probably is better. Well, no, the particular stat. If that was outgoing healing, that would be really good. Incoming healing is not bad though, I guess too, so. for me in DPS form. Well, thank you for joining us, Woozle. That was awesome. That was very fun. All right. Well, I mean, with that, I mean, if Mr. Hammer and Bell want to do one more, we could do a 3-man. I mean, we did this so fast. It hasn't even been an hour yet. Normally we go about an hour and a half with this event, but we already did. We do 2 instances or 3? Gosh, I'm like drawing a blank on what we did. 2, right? Yeah, 2. All right, awesome. Ooh, Bell got one too. Nice. Tactical crit rating. Oh my gosh, that's so good. You could use that? That item? Because I would use it. That's true. That is true, Salty. That is a good point. What they got right was the theme for Tolkien was hope. Yes, this is true. This is definitely true. Like, Tolkien really pushes that even through the darkest of times, there's still hope, right? And they did do that pretty good, yeah. Oh, that's awesome, Salty. Salty says he's an artist and illustrator. He fell in love with the beauty of it. You just didn't like how they wrote the story. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. I mean, I loved it, but that's totally fair. Again, everyone's entitled to their own feelings on something. And that's something that I was, like, when something is written or made, right? No matter what, like, you're never going to be able to, since I'm someone that makes content, right? You're never going to be able to, it's kind of like writing a book, but not really. But you know what I'm saying. When you make content, you know, when I put it out, I know there's a small majority of people who aren't going to like it, right? And I'm saying people who are new to watch the channel. Obviously, if you're subscribed, hopefully that's why you're here, you're having fun, that's the goal. But, like, there's always going to be some, right, who don't like that particular subject or don't like how you did something or things like that. And, you know, that is totally, you know, it's valid, right? It's totally a valid thing, right? I'm glad that everyone here watching is such big fans of what we do here on the channel. Because our goal here is always that we're having fun, you're having fun of me, and Lord of the Rings content being on a positive side of things. And yes, I will critique things, of course. So in my spoilers video, I will tell you the few things that I found that I would have changed. But overall, I still really enjoyed it. Yeah, we should do a 3-man. 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 What are you? You think you can take a healer? Or do I need to be on another character? We just run at tier 1. So much snow. That's 2 right there. Yeah. I think, Emily, I think I missed what you were talking about. You must be talking about the previous battle we were doing. Here, let me, all right. All right, there we go. I will heal. Let me switch my stuff. Oh, that was super nice of you, Salty. Thank you so much. Hey, look, the room is flashing gold. Salty says, oh, super chat. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you, Zollin. I appreciate your channel and the community you're building. God bless. Happy Friday. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's very, very nice. What a guy. We had a fun conversation. See, I wish we could have more conversations about things like we just did, right? Like we're fighting on what we liked, what we didn't like, both of us. Different agree, you know, we might disagree on something, agree on this, right? It's different things. That is such a fun thing. That was a great example, Salty. Thank you. No, we did not plan that, but I really appreciate that. I really wish people would do that more, right, in life. I think it's so fun to talk about things, even if you don't agree on everything, right? But just have a chat about it, right? And kind of find your common ground. Like, oh, we both like this, you know? Oh, well, we'll agree, disagree. We didn't both, you know, I like that, well, you didn't like that. Okay, that's fine, you know? And just have a fun conversation. Some people get so upset, right, when people don't fully agree with every single thing. And something I've learned in life that keeps you very happy with your friends and family is that as much as you might agree with someone on everything in life, you're always going to have something that you don't fully agree on. Like, you know, this could be, you know, your wife or your husband or, you know, depending on, and then, or your, you know, your best friend or your cousin or your mom or your dad. You know, like, I get along wonderfully with my mom and sister. We're like all best friends. But like, there's times we disagree on things, right? But it doesn't ruin our relationship over it, right? That's healthy. Same thing with my, you know, my friends and my cousins, some of my best friends. We don't always agree on everything, but, you know, we have pretty much everything else we enjoy together, right? And usually when we disagree on something, we're like, aha, funny, we don't agree on that, move on, right? Like, I feel like that's how the world should be more often. We'd have a lot more fun, all of us. So that's the goal here on this channel. We'll try to make a community like that. That'll be our goal. A fear effect, no threat. Okay. We catch up on more, yeah, I feel like we'll definitely do a double, I got my healing stones equipped. Yes, I do. All right, we're set. Here we go. All right, I bet there's only tier 1, so it shouldn't be too hard, but
hiding in our own backyard. They call themselves Anaki and have made
Anaki. Sounds like she's choking on something. All right, let's see here. We'll put this on. I've got my removals. All right, let's do this. You guys ready for this? Yeah, Emily. That's a good point. I agree too. Yeah. All right. So my goal is to stack up all of my heals. I'm gonna talk about what I'm doing since I can't really focus on anything else. My goal is to stack up all of my heals on Mr. Hammer all the time, and then I'll occasionally throw one to Emily if she takes damage. Mr. Bear says, believe it or not, the hardest healing is right here in the beginning. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Because of all the ads. Yeah, it makes sense. I need to put down my healing stone. I keep forgetting. I love that my room is all fancy gold now because of super chat. That's very nice. Thank you. It's a very nice gold color, actually. It's kind of hard to tell because gold is similar to regular colors, but it is gold. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm zoning out, guys, but I appreciate you guys all hanging out, and if you like the stream, too. Thank you, thank you. it's been a really fun week and a half. There's just been a lot of stuff going on too. Like I've been having a lot of fun with performances and stuff too as well. It's a lot of work, and I do it. It's all volunteer with our orchestra and my choir I'm in. But it's still very happy. We're doing a lot of Christmas stuff. So, and by the way, I will get you guys. I'll show you guys the performance if you'd like to see it. I'll put it on the channel. I'm the one recording it. I would love to have the best mics ever, but I just have my nice camera mics, which do a very good job, but still, you know, it's not 100% to what it would be in person, but it's still good. Still good. I think it's still very enjoyable. I like listening to it later. All right, it's a boss man. Here we go. It's boss man time. I could probably heal Mr. Hammer straight through any. So my goal is I have 3 different atonements that I can actually stack on someone. So I always try to make sure I have my Rite of Health on somebody stacked, and also my Bombastic Inspiration. What a word, man. Oh, I'm in danger. Oh no, he one-shot me. Oh, okay. Well, can you guys? Oh, thank you for the revive. I was not expecting to get one shot right there. Wow, okay. You just did 240,000 damage. Oh, I'm dead. It's an out. Yeah, no, it's okay. We did it. It was good. We did it. Yeah, like the crocodile. Yep. Yep, there's nothing we can do about it. It worked out. At least it didn't wipe our whole fight. We did good. Also, they did I told you guys about it in the update video I put out today, but they updated this instance where when you beat a boss, you'll spawn back here at every boss, so you don't have to worry about running all the way back if you lose a fight, which is really nice. I really appreciate they did that. All right, nice. I just love that this is called Bombastic Inspiration. It's such a great name. Healy, healy, healy. I forget if I had different gear to... I don't think I do. Alright, nice. Good job, guys. Forget, is this a debuff? Oh yeah, I should be putting Flurry of Words down for Bell. I forgot it makes incoming damage 3% more. Mr. Hammer was obviously clearly frustrated about the bugs with that roaring bear attack. What's up, Robert Sprite? Hello there. Welcome to the stream. We are just running some kinship stuff today. All right, sweet. That's done. Yeah. There's a couple things if I was gonna be critical about the Amazon Ring of Power right now with things they've said. There's some stuff that they said I was like, oh, it's fine. But a lot of times they're like, oh, well, we interpreted this character to be like this. And I'm like, a lot of times you'd only really interpret something when you're writing it to if you don't know, like, their personality already or something. 100,000 health heal right there. Pretty good. Like, again, I feel like there's a few characters in Amazon's Ring of Power without getting, I don't want to get into negative stuff, but they just feel like their personality's opposite from what Tolkien writes. And that's weird to me. I don't know why that is. I don't know what was the goal to do that, you know? It doesn't matter at this point. The good news is it does not affect Tolkien's original work. But, I say this a lot of times, but I'm like, I think the most disappointing thing is, like, I know what it could have been, Rings of Power. And that's, like, I think that's the most thing that's, like, a bummer, right? It's like, you kind of know, like, how good it could have been if it followed exactly what Tolkien wrote, and they just filled in the holes they didn't have, you know? Instead of making their own plots. And, you know, if the Rings of Power, if they were like, yeah, well, this is kind of our own thing, don't compare it to, like, the history of Middle-earth, we're kind of doing our own rendition, then I would be like, okay, that's fine. You know, they owned up to it, that's good. But they don't. They kind of make it sound like, you know, well, though this is the history of Middle-earth. And it's like, well, no, it's not. You know? Like, you changed it a lot. So, it's like, again, you can't have it both ways, right? Either they change it and then say, hey, we changed it, just enjoy it for what it is. We didn't want to do it exactly like the original. That'd be like, okay, fine. But then if they're like, but we want you to act like this is the original history, and that's like, you can't do that. You can't have it both ways. All right, this fight. All right. This will be a little bit more on the challenging end for my healing. Get out of puddles, yep. If other things attack, you deal with it, yep. I will use a lot of my stuns to slow them down, and my shields. Lots of shields. Alright, I should probably snack on some snackies too here. So it's so, like, visceral. It sounds so, like, it's right in your face, the mic. The eating sound effect. Oh! Oh, darn it. Why can't I use my shocking? Oh no, Bell. All right, I'm focusing. I'm focusing so hard on this. They're on me. They're on me. Oh. Bad scorpions. Stop stabbing me. Oh, I'm CC'd. Good thing about my heals is that I've gotten the stacks on, they keep healing. The best part about Runekeeper heals. If you're CC'd for a second, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it could be, but it's not the end of the world. All right, we're doing it. I'm getting better at my Runekeeper heals. Been watching Emily play. Except, like, obviously, I can't watch Emily use her abilities, but the timing of things. There we go. Healy Stone. Look at that. We did it. Nice. Had a couple close moments, but overall, pretty good. Yay! We did it. That was good. Well played, well played. All right, to the next boss. To the next, laddies! Is a Balrog in the game? Yes, Robert Sprite. Yes, to answer your question, there is indeed a Balrog. I'm sorry I was so focused I wasn't able to read. Have you been to Toronto or in Canada? I have not been to Canada. I have many friends who live there, but I have not been there yet. Did I drive through it? I'm trying to remember if I drove through it. I've been to Alaska, but I'm pretty sure we took a plane, so we didn't land it. We went straight there. So I have never been in Canada or like even across the border from what I remember. I'm in Southern California, so it's a bit of a distance still. I have been in Alaska. I mean, in theory, I guess I've never been outside the United States, but I think some people, you know this from Canada, but in Europe, a lot of people are like, you've never been outside your country? It's like, well, you know, America, the country is the size of Europe, so it's like, you know, 25 countries. You know, it's kind of why I think sometimes that is the case, right? But again, there's lots of places I want to visit. I would like to visit every country over time. At least a lot. It would be fun. Be very, very fun. My bucket list is I really want to go to New Zealand. Obviously, because I want to see the Lord of the Rings stuff and sets, right? And Hobbit from the trilogy. But and see Hobbit and stuff. That's the bucket list. I'd love to do that in the next few years. If the channel gets to the point where I'm big enough that I could afford to do something like that and then make a series of videos for you guys, I will do it. And if anyone wants to come meet me, let's do it. Anyone close by. I know Helm is over in Australia right there. It's not that close. You have to take a plane across the ocean. But it's closer than me. That would be really cool though. Daniel Wise, hello! Yes, we are just doing a 3-man here. We did a couple others, but it's dinner time for a lot of people, so we did 1 or 2, which was great. And then now we're just doing a 3-man to kind of finish it up here. Woo, we're almost to the final boss. But yeah, and also there's a lot of European countries I'd like to visit too. I really want to obviously visit the UK and Scotland, England, Wales, Ireland. I'd love to visit the whole British Isles. Or Britannia, as it was called many a long time ago. Because a lot of my background is from that area, bloodline-wise, even though I'm a born and raised American bloodline, too. I'm just talking, more than 200 years ago. Healy, 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 healy. I love that animation. This one's called Rousing Words, and basically you put your runestones together and like, oh, it like channels a bunch of healing. It's just a cool effect. I don't know, Runekeepers, their abilities are just really cool. All the classes in LOTRO, their abilities are cool, but I just really like Runekeepers. Zollin, your job is to get the torches. Okay. So. I didn't do it the time I tanked, so. When he burrows, we all need to attack the scorpions. Okay. But Mr. Hammer, what effect? Like when do I need to grab the torch? Is it when he burrows, or is it when he does a DOD on us? I didn't see what I was tanking the other time we did it. When you guys were grabbing the torches, because it's for the shadow effect, right? That is a huge scorpion. You grab it immediately. Oh, okay, okay, got it. Then every 30 seconds. Oh, okay. All right, easy. All right, well, let's do it. It removes the damage from the tiny swarming scorpions. Oh, that makes sense. Kind of like Indiana Jones. That makes sense. We all know that. Epic for the ages. All right, so I grabbed it. Is it an instant grab? It is. I see the torch in my hand. All right, torch bearer. All right, and so it begins. So I got 16 seconds left on the torch. All right, I'm gonna grab it again. Got it, got it. All right, I got it. I got it. I'm a fast learner. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh. Oh man. Oh no. Kite around. He'll revive. Here comes the creatures. Oh no. Make sure you remove that poison if you get it, Beth. Wait, I can't grab it yet? Oh, I guess it's not. All right, I'm focusing. Sorry, guys, I can't look at the stream right now. I gotta focus. It says I got 25 seconds on the torchbearers still. We're doing it. We're getting there. All right. Bad, bad, epic conclusion. Ah, die. Bad scorpion. Bad, lightning bolt, lightning bolts. Nice. Good job. And down with the giant scorpion. Mwahahaha. Well done, you guys. Yeah. I mean, we did a good job with our reses. At least I had my res on Mr. Hammer, and then Mr. Hammer was able to res Beth, because that would have been a bummer if we had reset. Yes. Good job, you guys. Well done. Cheers. Cheers all around. Ooh, loot. Ooh, I got a token of sight. Ooh. Wait a second. Physical mitigation, 2,000 vitality, and 1,200 finesse. Dude, I might put this on my guardian. 9,000 physical mitigation. That's insane. I don't know about finesse, but I could put some more vitality. That's a lot of vitality. If I put a vitality rune on that, that's 2,200 something vitality. Wow. Nice. Yeah, that was tier 1, right? It's actually, yeah, it was. It was tier 1. That was really pretty decent loot item too for tier 1. Did they buff the looters? It always have a chance of dropping something like that tier 1. Alright, well, it is a happy, happy day here in Breland. We fought a scorpion over in Harad. What a day. I have Gandalf Shadow Pass. In fact, I think I've played Lego Lord of the Rings a little bit on the channel. Somewhere. Back in the day. Not that long ago. The channel's not that old. But yes, I have. I have them both. In fact, maybe we'll do that for an event sometime here on the channel. Well, that was fun. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Hammer and Bell, for doing another instance with me. I think we'll probably finish it up there. That's our normal kinship time. But thank you for being here, everybody. That was quite fun. So again, this is Friday at this time. We do this 2 times a month. And then Saturday nights, they're doing a 150 event. I am going to just decide right now that I am not going to be streaming tomorrow, because I have a really big day on Sunday I have to get up really early for. And it'll be just, I got to prep for that and kind of have my brain ready for that, for Acquire Performance. But you guys have a great, wonderful day. I will have a video out for you tomorrow, though. And I got a couple things coming. I'm going to video talking about the War of the Rohirrim. And then, no spoilers, I'm going to have a video about, it's probably Sunday, about the new Patreon coffer, the Rohan one, for Lord of the Rings Online. So, wonderful! Wonderful, wonderful! Stay happy, my friends! Thanks to my Patreons. Thank you, Reb, for being a Royal Guard. You ever have the means or inklings and want to do that? Sweet, no obligation. But you can check it down there. You get some little extra bonuses. And again, you can join our Discord. Follow me on X and Facebook. That's all free. I'd appreciate that too if you want to. But again, liking and subscribing is wonderful. You guys have a great day in Middle-earth. Stay happy, my friends. Again, stoked that War of the Rohirrim was so good. I was very happy about that. Had very fun conversations with a couple of us here in the chat today about it. And I will see you guys in the next ones. Stay happy. Again, thank you, Mr. Hammer Bell, for being here. And I'll see you guys all in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings. See you soon. Bye, guys. See ya.